We continue our focus on this now, though, on CBS News. Joining us for more from Capitol Hill is CBS News congressional correspondent Scott MacFarlane. Scott, we just heard Jessica there kind of describe some of the similarities, some of the differences, but there's now a political question at play. Some Republicans, of course, seizing on this to invalidate the Mar-a-Lago search. How are Democrats reacting to all of this?
We're hearing a lot, and we heard it pretty quickly, Errol. First of all, the news. Congressman Michael Turner of Ohio, the top Republican on the House Intelligence Committee, says he's going to recommend or request a Department of National Intelligence damage review of what might have been revealed or exposed, or what damage might have been incurred by documents being at the Penn Biden Center versus where they maybe more properly have been kept. Congressman Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee, which has, among other things in its portfolio, reviews of the Biden administration in this new Congress, says what he's read so far and what he's reviewed so far shows the Biden team was immediate and proper with how it responded to finding these documents, handing them over promptly to the National Archives in November. Clear as day, this will be a political issue that resonates in Congress over the coming days, if not the coming weeks, and that means it is going to be a political question the White House will have to answer over the coming days and coming weeks.
Absolutely, and we're already hearing some quotes from Democrats being thrown back at them that they made during Mar-a-Lago right now. So absolutely a political arrow in their quiver. So let's talk, though, about something a little bit different, if you will, Scott. New York Democrats have newly filed an official complaint asking the House Committee on Ethics to investigate Congressman George Santos. Talk to us about this latest complaint, Santos's response, and remind our viewers why this is such a bizarro case.
Yeah, Lana, add this complaint and this review to the list of complaints and reviews of George Santos, the first-term congressman from Long Island. Just a few minutes ago, here in Capitol Hill, two of his New York colleagues, Democrats, Dan Goldman and Richie Torres, both from New York City, hand-delivered an ethics complaint to Santos's office, which, by the way, is being staked out by about a dozen cameras and has been since he was sworn in on Saturday morning. In the ethics complaint, they ask questions about the financial disclosures made by Congressman Santos in his campaign filings and his campaign paperwork, also raising the question about where did the $700,000 come from he loaned himself during the 2022 election cycle, the congressman citing the most recent reports from Santos that he had only earned about $55,000 a year ahead of making that loan. There's investigations underway. The district attorney's office on Long Island. Brazilian authorities are investigating Santos for an alleged 2008 credit or check fraud scheme. And there's also an investigation or a request for an investigation with the Federal Election Commission. The problems keep piling up, but Congressman Santos remains in office and says he will stay in office.
Interesting stuff. Scott MacFarlane, thanks.
Thanks, Scott.